Oh hey, ad viewers. When did you get in here? So today's my birthday, unfortunately. So that means I get to punish you with a meme report as my vengeance for the crime of being. And this video's theme is vigilance. You have to pay attention to the things around you or you'll be taken by surprise. By the end of today's video, you'll see why. So let's get started with the first meme. Bonk! So, look, see? Told you. You gotta watch the fuck out. Even when you're training and working out at the gym, you have to keep an eye out. It's a dangerous world out there. You never know when somebody's gonna strike, so even when you think you're safe, it's better to be strong, and those are words to live by. You heard it here first. You'll thank me later. So that's your first lesson in remaining vigilant. Keep that in mind as we're moving forward. So next meme. Tomboys are the grossest fucking aesthetic. Either transition to male or step out. Depressed face. Happy face and Tomboy Thursday over here. Okay, well, it's not actually Tomboy Thursday, but it was while I was making this. But regardless, the point still stands. Tomboys aren't a threat to women or femininity, and this idea that tomboys need to transition is terrible. There's nothing wrong with women being tomboys or enjoying typically masculine hobbies and activities, in the same way that there's nothing wrong with men loving their pets and their children and playing with them and being cute about it. It may not be typical or the norm for most people, but there's no real danger in the fact that tomboys and femboys exist. People who have an extremely rigid view on things, they really need to go outside and hang out with real people. Then maybe they'd stop being depressed like this guy right there. However, if people like this are going to continue to exist, and if they're not going to change, and if they're going to continue to say stuff like this, to assume that tomboys need to transition, then send the tomboys to me, because I will appreciate them and give them the attention that they deserve, so you don't have to. Tomboys aren't gross, but the belief that they need to transition or are trans, that's definitely what's gross. But whatever, this isn't supposed to be serious political discussion. On to the next meme. Some people call it parenting. I call it raisin cream pies. Yeah, I love raisin cream pies. They're pretty yummy. The best part is licking the cream between the cracks. It's a super yummy snack, especially when combined with the juicy buns around it. I would heavily recommend raisin cream pies. It's always an enjoyable situation to be in. 10 out of 10. I just found my favorite Japanese word. Kuchi sabishi. When you're not hungry, but you eat because your mouth is lonely. This seems like a pretty important word. I think everyone should add this word to their vocabulary. In my case, however, I don't really eat food. And sometimes I might even be hungry, but I typically opt for snacks regardless. I think that's even slightly better because if I'm only munching on snacks, then I won't get as fat as if I were devouring whole entire meals, like a certain mukbanger out there. This is honestly probably how Americans get to the size that they are. They do stuff like this. They have nothing to do and their mind wanders. They don't know how to deal with the loneliness, so they just resort to eating. So it's just like another instance of we're being way too privileged for our own good, we're way too safe. This is why we should add danger and dangerous situations into people's lives just at random. There should be like a private company who sets up situations in which people have to be athletic, or just anything that would get their adrenaline and their blood pumping, or something that requires at least a little bit of cardio. Maybe that's the next business that I should start. Make America fit again. And that'll be me. That'll be all my doing. And continuing with the food memes, there's this next meme. Look, not gonna lie, this is me right here. I'm the turtle. I'm the turtle, and I'm literally slobbering anytime I see a woman. And or pizza. And or butts. It's not my fault though, because I have a tiny woman brain, and I was raised in the New York culture of slobbering over pizza and assaulting women. It's just what we do in New York, okay? This is why recently New York have been letting people out without bail, even if they do violent things or dangerous things and assault people. This meme literally encompasses all of that. And you know what? For someone who's a New Yorker, I don't really know all that much about Ninja Turtles. I should probably go watch the animated shows and the movies. Maybe that's something we can do for watch parties. That'll be fun. But the entire time I'll just be making the turtle sounds. I also always forget the names of the Ninja Turtle. I think it's like Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael, and Tinky Winky, right? But whatever, we'll do Ninja Turtles sometime later. On to the next meme. Oh, I see. So assaulting women and eating pizza left me kind of thirsty, so that's what I've got this water here for. I've never done any water cooling with my PC, so this is probably how I would end up doing it based off what little I know. Just basically keep refilling it with my drinking water and a whole bunch of ice. This would probably work perfectly fine, right? What could possibly go wrong? We need to combine this method of water cooling with those cooking videos where they cook a small piece of meat and some rice and some eggs on the CPU. That'll be the whole entire theme of the restaurant. It'll be called like the PC grill or something. All the items on the menu will be related to some sort of video game or computer hardware or some other kind of nerd name, and only the really smart people will be able to understand what it's all about. Literally just using your hardware and your PC to cook. Jesse, we have to cook. So yeah, that'll be a future business venture. But for now, we'll just keep this saved in our mind. So yeah, next meme. I'm such a silly little girl. I don't know the answers for these questions. Is there any smart man who wants to help me by telling me the answers? Ooh. Yeah, like see, this is me. This is what I gotta do basically. Anytime somebody starts simping for me, there's already quite a handful of you guys, so I'm basically just gonna have to see how truly dedicated you are. It's my small little tiny woman brain. I'm not good at math, so I can't figure out what these numbers are. So if you really want to help me with this math, please go ahead and DM me the answers to these. I would greatly appreciate it. And you will have my eternal platonic love.
Hey, can you... Oh yeah, sure thing. Wait a minute.
Yep, this is basically me. I don't know who I'm letting into the secret staff room to see my pictures. The only thing I know is that you can get in there by subscribing on Twitch or donating, or otherwise supporting me and helping me build up my transitioning fund. So if you're curious, there you go. That's how you get past the moderator. Keep it secret. Keep it safe. When your roommate walks in on your roleplay. Okay, look, so the easiest way out of this situation is to speak German to the roommate and say, "Papers, please," and see what his response is. Because depending on what his response is, he might either help you or you're gonna have to make more room in the oven. This seems like a super good roleplay that I could do so I can further practice my German, because it's been quite a while. All I know is "Und das heißt," and probably just a couple of other callouts in German that I hear from playing Battlefield 5. But whatever, let's get this off screen before Susan Wazowski starts to ban. Let's do the final meme. Your mom showing you all the places you missed when she told you to clean the house. Point, point, point. Okay, so this is like basically 100% accurate. Because from my experience, that's literally what happened every single time. And it's also what I'm gonna do to you when you call me mommy. And when your brothers and sisters call me mommy, because they call me that too. And so do your parents, by the way. And then also, once I finish learning German, I'm going to add to not forget to clean up the ashes from the oven because there's quite a lot piled up in there. And also, now that I'm getting to that age where I'm basically actually a mommy, I can totally understand how mothers can just look anywhere and see something that needs to be cleaned. Which is actually a pretty big brain move because then when they grow up and they live in their own place and they clean their own place without their parents having to tell them, they're gonna have that message ingrained into them to look for any small thing. So that's about it for all the memes I have today. Don't forget, since it's my birthday later today, I will be streaming on Twitch at Size and on Zero Suit Sonia on YouTube. And we'll see what kind of fun things I do. So yeah, thanks for watching. Take care, remain vigilant, and don't get trolled out there. Suck my dick, faggots. See you next time.
Did I jump scare you? Yeah, I bet I did. You coward. You make me sick. Your weakness is pathetic.
Did you forget to remain vigilant? I did warn you, didn't I?